The fastest way to no longer need approval or validation from others is to believe in yourself. So there is this narrative that we hold on to that we learned growing up, which is all the things that we think we are, that we in fact are not. It's generally negative things like, I am not good enough, I am not smart enough, I am poor, I am not likable, I am alone, I am not wise enough. And these things that we think about ourselves and we carry through our life tend to shape our reality. I know this all too well because my entire identity has been around being isolated in the world, feeling alone, feeling unrecognized, misunderstood, and like I'm just invisible and not good enough for anyone to like me. These are very painful beliefs to hold about ourselves. And I know many of you out there are similar or have similar views of yourself. Now, when we hold these views and beliefs about ourselves, it will drive us to seek the recognition and validation outside of ourselves, because what we're essentially looking for is subconsciously for our parents to approve of us and finally think we are good enough and finally like us. Where this feeling of not being liked and not being seen and recognized comes from is our childhood. It's not being mirrored back by our parents, our positive, true, authentic sense of self. Our parents, when we are little, are essentially our universe, our reality, our world. So they are going to be our mirror because we are too little to know what God is or the spirit world or the universe. We are too small to look to our outside circumstances to confirm who we are being. We look to our parents because they are our world, they are our reality. Now, if this mirror image of who we think we are when we are little, which is we tend to feel like we are great and amazing and strong and confident and capable, when this is not mirrored back by our parents, but a different image is mirrored back, like we are not good enough, we are not great, we are bad or naughty or wrong, then this is the self-image that we create about ourselves. We carry this through life and it becomes our reality. So then we, rather than having our parents tell us these things later in life, it becomes our reality, the people in our reality, our environment, our job, our circumstances tends to confirm these beliefs because our brain is set up to protect us and to help us to feel safe in what we believe. So of course it is naturally going to be a little scary to step outside of that and try on a new identity, try on a new belief about ourselves. What we tend to do is we carry this pattern through life of trying to get our parents' approval. Only it no longer becomes our parents, but it becomes the rest of the world. It becomes social media. It becomes our co-workers. It becomes our partner. It becomes our children. We are constantly looking to an outside source to finally say that we are good enough and that we are liked. And if you haven't already noticed, this is never going to happen because our reality is set up to mirror back what we believe about ourselves. So no matter how much we believe that we are not good enough, we are never going to actually get confirmation from our outside of ourselves that we are good enough. So we are constantly going to be seeking other people's approval because we don't believe in ourselves. So what is the quickest way to start believing in ourselves? it is to start ignoring the current thoughts and beliefs. Now, I say this with caution because I am somebody that has done extensive trauma healing work on myself. I have not suppressed my emotions. I have worked through them, and I am somebody that allows my emotions freely. So I'm not condoning in any way to push away feelings. I'm saying that it is okay to try this practice where you, instead of acting as the identity that holds all these beliefs about ourselves that are negative, try acting as though we are somebody else. Fake it until we make it. What happens is, in childhood, the continuous stream of thoughts and beliefs that keep being given to us from other people, our environment, it actually settles in, creates neural pathways, creates our identity. It's how we then see the world. So this can be reversed by changing those neural pathways, by changing the narrative, changing our thoughts, changing our beliefs. Now, anything that has become a habit takes a few weeks to break. This is the same with thoughts and thinking, is that we are addicted to thinking negative thoughts about ourselves. So we need to give ourselves a few weeks of constantly telling ourselves the opposite, constantly affirming that we are this new identity, putting affirmations all over our environment, writing a daily gratitude journal that not speaks of what we're grateful for that we're seeing today, but acting as though these things have already happened. I am grateful that I am so successful on YouTube. I am grateful that so many people like me. I am so grateful that people come after me. They want me. I don't have to chase other people. I am so grateful that I am a powerful manifester who can create my dream life. The more we talk this way, the more we get used to it, and we send signals to our brain that this is our new being. This is our new way of thinking and acting and feeling. To follow this up, we have to actually take action steps in the world. We don't just talk about this new identity that we are. We walk, we dress, we breathe, we speak, we behave as this new identity. And it could feel a little strange at first, and it did for me for the first couple of days, but then I became so used to it that now I don't give it a second thought. I go out in the world and I dress as though I am at my goal weight. I dress as though I'm a successful author and speaker. I speak as though I am wise and confident and knowledgeable. And I speak as though I have a successful career and a brand new home. And I act like that. I act like I have a lot of money. We can't just be wishful thinking, and we can't just dream and hope. We have to actually put on the suit, put on the mask. We have to be essentially the actor in our own story. Who do we want to play? We get to choose, we get to decide what kind of role we want to play. And the more that we act this role out and become this world, the more that reality shapes to match us. As somebody that has always looked outside of myself for approval and validation, I can tell you that since I have started to believe in myself and see the power of being a creator and a manifester of anything I want, just having that sense of believing in myself has naturally taken away this fear of what people think about me and this need to get approval from other people. What it actually can do is actually bring into clarity for us the correct places to actually be our new identity. Now I don't bother wasting my energy sharing in places where I'm not going to be matched in my energy. And this is a very powerful action step to take if you want to be this new person who is valued and seen and recognized. Then you need to stop chasing it in the wrong places. You need to accept that there are other people that are more of a match to what you have now become in your new identity, and focus on putting energy in those places. For me, this has dramatically decreased me even being interested in wanting to be seen and understood by people that I know aren't quite there yet. They have their own life, their own reality, their own interests. They're not interested in what I have to say, and that's okay. I actually want to give them the freedom to not have to see me if they don't want to, and that gives me the freedom to not have to chase this validation and recognition from people that I know I'm not going to get it from. So if you are somebody that wants to get ahead in life, wants to create your dream life, wants to no longer feel alone and misunderstood and not liked, then you must stop looking for the mirror reflection in other people based on how you see yourself. You have to start to fake it until you make it by believing in yourself, writing down everything about this new identity every day. I am smart, I am wise, I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am deserving. And you need to act as though you are already this new person, and you get into the feeling of that, you get into the vibration of that, and then you are emanating that out into the world, and it has no choice but to reflect that back to you. And yeah, the number one message of today's video is when you start to believe in yourself and the powerful person that you are, and that you can create anything you desire by believing that it has already occurred, then you are going to see so many changes in your life. You are not going to need anybody else to approve of you ever again. Take care. Bye.